All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So, as we get together one more time to truly connect into the power of words, or let's say, words have power. That's one of the reasons why we are connecting today. So, I thought let me share a little bit about my perspective, my observations, especially when I get to, on a daily basis, work with and meet some truly amazing healers and coaches, people who are already on the journey, people who have already had that moment of realization that they're meant to be doing something much bigger than themselves. And I thought, what better than today to talk about our theme, which is words have power. So, when we are talking about this theme, words have power, I want to share three frames with you. The first is, of course, remember to slow it down. So, the theme or the first frame is remember to slow it down. I say this also because a lot of times when we speak, we tend to be caught up in our own heads. We tend to be too caught up in what are we going to say next, or how is this person going to judge me or accept me. And so very often we're not really able to actually slow it down inside of us. Now obviously if you start practicing on a daily basis, if you start practicing on a regular basis to slow it down, that is when you will be able to tap into something truly, truly, truly powerful. And I say this because this is our second frame. Words are magic. Remember when you really know inside of you that you want to make a difference, you want to be able to help many, many people, and we're talking about words today. When you start to slow it down, the second thing, of course, is remember that words are magic. And so when you recognize that your words have power, that's why they are magic, it's so important to be present to the words that you're speaking. Maybe when you were younger, you would sort of talk freely and free and fast, or sort of like shoot from the hip, so to speak, right? Maybe you were like that cowboy that didn't really care about um, the after effects or what was going to happen. You just spoke without thinking. And so now when you realize that you can actually slow it down, and when you slow it down, you recognize that words are magic. That is when I want to share the third frame with you. This is everything to do with remember that let your words be your guide. If you have wondered in the past, how do you keep a conversation going, and what are you going to say next? When you practice literally slowing it down, when you practice and when you acknowledge that words are magic, that is when you will be guided, you will be led by the power of your own words. So I just want to remind you again that this work that you're doing is far too important to be given up midway on. It's so important to make it a point to keep showing up. And when you show up, that is when you're able to experience true magic. And what makes this magic sustainable, what makes this magic work for the long haul, is when you are part of a community. The reason why I built this community now over 2 years ago is to make sure that when you are on the journey, you're not alone. Because I know that feeling over the last 2 decades when I embarked on this journey. Um, some may say it was way ahead of its time, but I knew that the work was too important to let go of, and it was important to keep showing up and doing the work. And today, in the world that we live in, we get to do this together as a community. So I want to take this moment to invite you and to let you know that you really do matter, and that when you're willing to be present, when you're willing to show up, that is when true magic happens. And when true magic happens, that is when you will be guided to new adventures, things that you never thought possible. But you will get to experience them, you'll get to see the power of your own words. So, as always, I truly appreciate you and wish you the very best on your journey. May you truly find all that it is that you're looking for. And, as I've said before, I'm here for you, I'm here with you. And, now we're at a point where it's not just me, it is an entire community that is here to support you, especially if you are a healer, you're a coach, or of course, a seeker. Having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Take care.